It's Annette the Lobster Lady. Welcome to my channel. In this video, we're going to work on resin and making it translucent and not letting it get opaque. Come on, let's start. Hey everybody, we're getting ready to pour our favorite, right now our favorite mold, and this is an octopus, alright? And so what I'm doing is I'm highlighting all of the, I call them suction cups for the lack of a better word, and we're using copper. Jorge has decided that he wants to put his colors in there, and it's going to be transparent, so we will be able to see through. I've never done this, but I've seen it done. But anyways, we're hoping this is going to turn out. Stay with us and you'll get to see the final result. We used water and we poured it into the octopus to see how much it would hold, what the volume is. And that's a good thing to teach children, is they need to know what volume means because they learn area very early. So filling a mold would be an excellent way and a fun way of learning about volume. Okay, we have already mixed up our resin and we're using KS resin. We have beautiful glitter in there. Alright, so first thing I did, and I think works the best, is you pour in the deepest part. Now see how it's starting to overflow on its own? So if I pour at the same rate that it's overflowing, then I won't go over my head. Not my head, the squid's head. But you notice, oh, look at the pretty colors. Okay, I love that glitter. Now we got the head pretty good.
No glitter?
If not, we can add more, but I think it is. I'm just going to stay in the body and let it fill out. I can see little flakes, dark flakes of something in there. Okay, so you notice how it's starting to go into the legs. That's what you want. You don't want to overflow it. Now we're going to go and try to work it into the areas that we know is going to be hard. Okay, now the legs have been filled on the bottom, but now they need, so we try to balance it out. Are you able to see? Oh, you can't see because my hand's in the way. Let's see, can I do, ooh, I'm not that good. We're filling up the octopus in all of the fatter or wider or deeper spots first, and only pulling some of the resin out into the legs. That's the way you keep from overflowing and causing all kinds of spills and mess and everything else. I'm taking the popsicle stick here and literally scratching the extra resin off of the edge. Sometimes it is difficult to get that resin off the edges when you're cleaning it. So if you can do it while it's still wet, it's so much easier. And it's real important that you fill this pretty evenly all over. And by doing that, you're going to have a nice, beautiful octopus that's all level with everything spread all out. And I think we're just about getting this perfect. Oh, I'm just loving it. It is odd though that the head is so much darker. I've got to come over here and see if I can get it into this leg. All right. While I'm waiting for the resin to settle, I continue to fill all of the legs to make sure that the resin is going to be even throughout the mold and it won't be lopsided. And that's what you want to do. You want to get down with the mold Now, if you do over pour, don't worry about it. It wipes off. Now, look at your tendrils. I call them tendrils. I'm still continuing to fill the mold. All right, now I'm just making sure everything is full. Everybody look and help me out here. This guy needs a little bit more, maybe a drip. Usually settles right back down, but if you just do a drip, and if it's starting to come too fast, move it quickly away. We only put a very little bit of alcohol ink in there. All right, now I never do a mold without standing up and looking at it. Let's see, I'm seeing too many little flakes of things. And I want to get them out. If you don't get them out, they will be there and it'll be the first thing you see. If you can find our tweezers, it would help, but I think I got it. There's a couple on the head. Okay. I have two heat guns. One I use when I'm doing big projects or my paintings, because I like to cover them in resin a lot of times. This one is a small one. You get this on Amazon. It's lower. That's high. That's it. We're going to take that over and what you have to be careful with, the heat gun is a blower too. This is what you use when you want to move. Holy cow. When you want to move your resin. Everything on. Okay. Notice these bubbles. See the bubbly part there? Can they see that? Okay, well, let's see. Now, what I'm going to do, you have two tools that you're going to use when you're doing resin. Your heat gun, which I have a little one. I'll find it. I'll show it to you. And your torch. You're not supposed to torch your projects while they're still in the mold. They'll burn up. But when you're really, really good, like me, no. I've just done it quite a few times. There's my torch. I'm actually going to turn it down a little bit. Where is it? Oh, there it is. You notice that the flame is down. Okay. Here we go. You have that on, right? Look at the head. Look at the forehead. See those all disappear? Oh, a little bit of flame. I'm too close. You have to get the bubbles out, ladies. Okay. And men, that's the way to do it. I got both of you, men and women. And wowza, wowza, look at our beautiful octopus. I'm telling you, I just want you to know one thing. Those details that are all on the octopus, those were painted with an acrylic pen, a paint pen, before we poured the resin. But what makes this octopus, you know it, is that translucent glitter resin. We're going to start off putting one drop in, just one drop of the alcohol ink. And you can look at it and see the way it's starting to mix up. I just love that little whirlpool or vortex looking thing. Alright. And I noticed that we need more, so we're going to add one more, but two went in. And that happens a lot. So be very, very careful. While we're mixing it, actually, we need to move that blender, and it's actually a drill with this paddle on the bottom. up and down because it'll bring what's on the bottom up through the clear resin on the top. It gives it a good mix. Kind of, makes it even all over. And this is going to be, I think I said transparent earlier, and I mean to say translucent, because you're still going to see the blue. And there is our very, very fine glitter. And it's the only thing to mix in with this. And if you notice, we've mixed it in, and we're going to blend it throughout the whole jar of resin or tub of resin, and that way it will be evenly dispersed. As you can tell, we're cleaning the sides with the beater and the bottom and pulling it up and down, up and down. Now I do have to be honest, it does introduce more air bubbles doing this, but it does disperse it. Now look inside there and tell me that the sparkly stars aren't gorgeous. And let me tell you, it is really pretty in the octopus itself. As you can see here, I used blue, and I used blue pen. That's all it was, blue acrylic paint pen. But it's beautiful.